Only my second episode of a preview guide, and I'm already dropping one show before I've even watched it. I'm sorry, Night Behind the Tri-Cornered Window. I will tell you straight away, you are shown an eye show which will not appeal to me at all, so I'm just going to skip you. If you look truly god-awful, I would watch you for giggles. So maybe give it a try if you want. What I will be doing, I'll be looking at 4 new shows today, which look okay, I suppose. To be honest, I don't. They look terrible. But I'm going to watch them anyway. For your enjoyment and my displeasure. Although, if any of these shows appeal to you, let me know in the comments. Because this is a 2021 autumn anime preview, from a different perspective. We start off today with a bit of a blast from the past. Welcome to Muteking the Dancing Hero, a 3D CG anime which is kind of like a remake of an old 80s anime of the same name. Now, Muteking is a Tatsunoko production, and it really shows. It has that same old classic sci-fi superhero genre guff that everything like this comes with. With random character theme tunes playing while they battle a bad guy in an alternative world where they dance and run rollers. To be honest, this was a bit of a bizarre head trip for me. If I had to describe Muteking, it would be, imagine if an American wrote an anime, but imagine if it was a Japanese person writing an anime as though it was an American. As though it was an American writing a Japanese anime set in America. So what every Westerner thought anime was like in the 90s, other than being Pokemon and tentacles. Because let's be honest, Pokemon and tentacles was what most people in the 90s thought anime was. Or this. Now, Muteking is not a great show. It does have a few amusing parts. The dancing is a bit weird, but kind of catchy. And it did make me laugh when the bad guy is basically Apple. Seriously. They're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate company, dead set on conquering people using weird, catchy things. They literally released an iPhone during the entire episode as a bad guy plot, saying, "This tech is old, chuck it in a bin, recycle it. Buy our new tech. Become our zombies." Although our main character is a bit clueless really. He's only really helped by this DJ, this 80s DJ with a cassette recorder and headphones, and helps him transform into Muteking, the dancing hero. The anime was not really cohesive in terms of plot. But at the end of the day, a Tatsunoko series does not really need to be coherent. It needs to be fun for kids to watch on a Saturday morning, because this is just a Japanese Saturday morning cartoon. It's fun, it's going to sell merchandise, it's going to get kids into roller dancing, potentially. And it's not for me. If you do want to watch it, you can find it on Funimation. And while on the subject of weekend morning TV, welcome to the world of Waccha PriMagi, the latest anime from the Pretty series from, again, Tatsunoko Productions. This one, unlike their previous offering, is more of a female-orientated show about magical idols. I mean, it's PriMagi, it's a pretty magical idol. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Pretty series. I mean, I know, obviously, Pretty Cure is the big one of all the Pretty stuff. I'm not sure it's related to PriMagi. I know there have been other shows in the past, can't remember them all. But all pre-something. But PriMagi is the latest one. Idol Magical Girls. And our main character, Matsuri, is a relatively good-looking young lady. Really, very cute. Unsure whether or not she wants to be an idol. She clearly wants to follow in the footsteps of her idol and become the next big star. And along with her, we got Miyamu, who is Magical Girl mascot, but in human form, who can turn into a cat and says Waccha a lot. That becomes a theme of the entire thing, where throughout the show, Matsuri starts more and more becoming Waccha-fied. She basically just says Waccha to everything, like Miyamu does. It's cute enough. There's not much to it at the moment. All we know is that Matsuri can sing, or can sing with proper magical powers. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a magic or herself which is singing, but it's probably herself. And she can transform into a idol. Not a magical girl, just an idol. Which ends up using magical powers to sing an idol concert. This is another show which is not for everyone. I'm probably going to give it a few more episodes because it's cute enough. I don't mind idol. I've said before, I do actually quite like idol shows. And I like cute shows as well. The other thing which is keeping me coming back to this one is a director. You see, this is a pretty series directed by Junichi Sato. Now, if you know who that is, you basically decided to watch this. Because it's Junichi Sato, there is a certain quality mark whenever his name is brought into the fore. Whether or not this is going to be a classic or not, who knows. But if you do want to watch it, this one's airing over at High Dive. If there's two genres of anime which really put me off a show, being together, it's comedy horror. I'm not a huge horror fan as it is. Comedy horror has a sort of stigma about it. Either it turns into just dark comedy, which I don't mind a bit of dark comedy, just not too blatant about it, or it just becomes like fan service fest. And I'm not in the mood for fan service fest 2021. I want a nice show. I mean, a nice comedy, that'd be fine. A thought-provoking horror show I will watch, as long as it's not just blood and guts all over the shop. But Mieruko-chan kind of balances the line okay, I suppose. It really isn't appealing to me anyway, but it's kind of going for it when I'm intrigued. Our main character, Miko, is just a normal girl. Very laid back, just wants to go to school each morning, hang out with her huge-chested friend Hannah, and just go to day-to-day life. Although, on the way back to school one day, she finds herself face-to-face with monsters. You see, she's got this weird power. She can actually see monsters. She doesn't want to see monsters. She basically tries to ignore them. But they just terrify her because, let's be honest, if you see one of the monsters in these shows facing you as you're trying to brush your teeth in the middle of the night, you just want to go to bed and just crawl under a mattress. Which she does. Not before putting a bowl of salt in the door to stop monsters coming in. It doesn't work. As she realises she's got a monster in her bed. She's literally sleeping with a monster under the pillows with her. Yeah. I really feel sorry for Miko. Hannah's a fun character as well. Although she's basically just a friend which is there at the moment. She hasn't really done anything. And there's another girl with blonde twin tails but bizarre things in her hair, which is clearly going to make an appearance sometime because she's in the opening credits. But so far, this is the only thing this show's got going for it. Just a cute character being tormented by demons or ghosts or weird monsters she can see in the dark. It is a type of show which could really fall flat. Because it's got one joke and it's going for that joke over and over again. It really has to come up with some new material very quickly, or it's just going to die. Which will be bad for Miko because she can see the corpse of this anime. If you do want to watch Mieruko-chan, you can find it airing over at Funimation. Finally today, we have Tesla Note. An anime where Nikola Tesla did something and weird Tesla crystals are causing chaos in Poland? Or Norway? Can't remember exactly. I think it's Norway actually, not Poland. Don't know why I had Poland in my mind. But Tesla crystals are causing chaos in Norway, and these people have to go and solve a day. With these people, of course, being our main characters, Botan and Kuruma. Botan being this super smart, super intelligent, super cute, energetic kid who's been training to be a ninja all her life. Kuruma being this relatively headstrong, normal guy who's also intelligent, but nowhere near as intelligent as Botan, and Botan lets him know about it. Of course, he tries to show off to Botan as well. They're a perfect match for each other, if you ask me. They're both as bratty as each other. But them and their handlers, can't remember their names, a big guy and a geeky guy, are tasked with trying to find out what's going on, trying to track down these Tesla crystals. But a bullet train comes from Japan to Norway, crashing some buildings, zombies happen, electromagnetic disruptions, ninjas. Yeah. I really did not make head nor tail of this one, it just seems to be something happening. The thing which really turned me off from Tesla Note, though, was the animation. This is another show like X-Arm, a show with 3D CG models animated for most of the characters, but with 2D backgrounds and 2D minor characters. Which are these weird moments where there's 3D characters interacting with this 2D character and just looks off. Like having 3D models interacting with little 2D standees. It but not from the same world, so why do they seem the same anime? I mean, it does have cute characters, it does have that going for it, but the animation quality, the animation itself, they are very janky-ass characters, making bizarre they're really trying to make the most of their 3D programming to get weird character faces and fluid movement, but at the end of the day, it looks just like they're moving around a doll, with limbs flying all over the place all the time. It's very much like Ruby Season 1 was, but worse. And have you ever seen Ruby Season 1? The levels of jank and matte animation? Yeah. It's worse than that. Not quite as bad as X-Arm, but getting there. If for some ungodly reason you want to watch Tesla Note, you can find it airing over at Funimation. That was Muteking the Dancing Hero, Waccha PriMagi, Mieruko-chan, and Tesla Note. 4 shows which were middling at best, terrible at worst. But what did you think of them? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and join me next time for 4 more, hopefully better shows. Bye bye.